Welcome back to the stream! I'm LB Hackabup and you're watching Hack Recklessly! A new game. We're playing Glitter Hearts tonight. I'm so excited to get into it and for you guys to meet everybody here. So let's go around and have everybody say who they are and who they're playing tonight. I'm LB Hackabup. I am playing Connie. She's a bodybuilder, and yeah, you can find all my stuff at Hack Recklessly or LB Hackabup. So take it away, Kujo.
Hi, I am Kujo. You can find me at Kujo Plays Games and also at Crit Hit Chronicles. I'm a variety streamer. You can check out my TikTok, Instagram, and all major social media platforms for all the good vibes. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Serenity. Whatever pronouns, I don't care. You can find me as Click Clack Snack all over the internet doing fun, cool, neat stuff, which you can find through my link tree. There's videos, there's adult stuff, there's other things. So many cool things. Yeah.
Sup, y'all? It's me, Walle, your favorite non-binary sign best friend on the internet. You can find me at WALLE132, just like the cute little Disney robot. Just type it into the search function. You'll probably find me doing the stuff that I am doing. I forgot if we're gonna be introing your characters now. I don't know, but let's go keep on going. Let's keep this train going.
Hello, I'm Greg. I wrote the game we'll be playing tonight, and you can find my projects at leatherman.games. So we're going to be playing Glitter Hearts, a little homage to magical transforming heroes like Sailor Moon and Power Rangers and Ronin Warriors and a million other things. There's a lot that falls into this genre if you think about it. So let's quickly go around and say who your character is and if you have a major, because these are all wonderful college students at the glorious Stonewall University, which is located somewhere northeast. We're not going to get too into it. But it's a beautiful campus that once upon a time tried to be Ivy League, so it got all the really cool buildings that are all stone and stuff, but they didn't really get the funding to go much further. So it is pretty standard concrete inside these buildings, but the outside is gorgeous. And there's a small little college town, of course, as there always has to be, a couple of dormitories and some student housing within easy walking distance to the somewhat isolated campus. So, LB, who are you at this wonderful university?
Oh, I'm Connie. Connie is a physical education major. She's here on a scholarship for powerlifting, and she also is on the wrestling team. Are we like sophomore-ish? Or
Sure.
So she's not quite like she's one of the starters for the wrestling team. She does wrestling well, but she's not quite, high up there. Yeah, she's one of those people that kind of is just nice to everybody and kind of dumb, but she think that everyone likes her back, so that's Connie.
All right. Why don't we just go in the same order? Kujo, who are you at this wonderful university?
I will be playing Luca Vaughn. We're going to say general education major. That's if he shows up to class. He is definitely a loner. He's definitely an asshole. He parties a little too much. He kind of doesn't really give a shit what people think. He's just got that very confrontational sort of approach to people, except for a handful. But yeah, he's kind of getting by, but he's not doing too hot grade-wise. So yeah, that's Luca.
Awesome. Serenity.
So today I will be playing Blake, who is non-committal at the moment. So we're just doing general education, trying to figure out what we like to do. She's a part of everything, but doesn't have a consistent club or like team that she's on, but she goes to a lot of things. She goes to a lot of parties. She goes to a lot of events. She never has a time where she's not doing things with other people. And her grades they're okay. They're fine.
Look, C's and B's get degrees. And Wally.
Lincoln, they are a goth eccentric weirdo that lives in a fantasy world that they create in their own head to help them escape from just the stress of the world. You could say that they've never really grown up after high school. They kept that whole, high schooler fantasy life in their head the entire time because, growing up is hard and this is how they cope. But they did go to school for I want to say their major was agriculture. They are a big fan of like learning about the farm life and learning about how to grow things and farming. And that's something they always one day would aspire to, but not yet, because right now they are in their 100th reincarnation as Ragnarok has fallen once again, the deadly battle that they have been through. And this is the 100th time they're going through this. And they felt like, agriculture this time around.
Makes sense. So this is quite a group of diverse people. How do you all know each other?
That's a good question. I mean, I think we have all met in some capacity, like a fate sort of situation where we were all in one class freshman year together. So we kind of all, it was like right before lunch. So we all kind of just ended up at lunch together.
Yeah, that works.
That works for me, yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe like in our sophomore year or whatever, we have like spread out a little bit. So like we're not maybe best friends, but like anytime we see each other, it's like, oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Like they aren't distant, but they have their own lives that they live.
Exactly.
Except Blake. Blake goes everywhere. So Blake's in everyone's shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Blake started the group chat. Blake always uses the group chat.
Blake is the one that every morning sends the good morning like gifts in the group
100%.
chat.
How the fuck do I leave this group chat? I swear to God.
You don't. Heart.
Every time somebody leaves, the new group chat starts with everybody back in.
Invited.
It happened on your phone. You dropped out, so I added you back.
Yeah.
Oh no, did you get a new number? It looks the same, but numbers are hard. Here.
It's just a lot of pictures of Connie's like muscles and like, check out this new trapezius part I found. Look, I can make it wiggle.
Lincoln sends bunch of pictures of weird things that they found in their random walks, and will give these long, lengthy, basically these long, lengthy Elden Ring Lord style factoids about them.
I love that. I don't read them, but I like that.
Well, I mean, you can't read everything.
Blake's hearting everything, like heart emoji, like responding to everyone and going like, yeah.
Yeah, that's so awesome. So,
One of the few messages you get from Luca is just, "I'm dead. Stop texting me."
Then it does a response back from like, "Oh, don't worry. I know if you were dead because we are bound to fight forever."
Good fucking God.
Connie actually goes to check on you because she's like, oh, dude, I thought you were dead.
Oh, you found me out. We can pretend I'm dead, though. Bye.
Oh, okay.
I
Don't worry,
think
he's fine. I checked.
Whenever
Damn, you escape the throes of death once again.
Whenever Lucas says I'm dead, I go LOL, LMFAO.
Like as one text, it's just a string of laughing.
LOL, LOL.
I really want to set up on the stream like just a group chat of all of us, like just scrolling. Like it has nothing to do with the game we're playing, just the characters texting each other. Sorry. Next time.
Next time. For the next one, we'll add that to the list. So it is the beginning of February. It has been a surprisingly warm winter. And people are generally in a fairly good mood. In 14 days, there's going to be a big university-wide Palentine's Day event. Because they felt it should really celebrate the bonds of friendship and camaraderie. Some of the things under it say being in love not required, but that's totally cool if you are. Come be pals. They've been fundraising also for all of January, so you've seen a bunch of people out in like Palentine's Day shirts and Palentine's Day hats. Being to question if they spend that much money on shirts and hats, why didn't they put that towards the party? But they had to shoo those questions away. And this is just a general vibe that is happening on campus. How are you all vibing with the Palentine's Day event coming up?
Good question.
I think Luca will probably be like out on like the quad or something like that, where there's like a mural maybe that they're like putting up to advertise and be excited about it. And he'll just walk up. He's got a cup of alcohol, because of course, and he just picks up a paintbrush and just drags it along as he takes a drink, and then like tosses the brush behind and just meanders.
You hear from above you, Luca, right after you finish that, you hear someone go, once again, Luca, you have demonstrated your rebellious nature to the world as you purposely propose yourself against whatever is the norm. I commend you that every single time, but that does not quell the fury that is in my heart that one day we will meet on the fateful battles of the ends of time.
We're just going to start at the beginning. You can adjust your glasses just like this. You don't have to do this weird one piece thing.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Luca.
Yeah, that's cool.
As you see Lincoln standing on a tree branch above them, like arms folded, and like they're wearing this hoodie where the collar goes all the way up and covers the front half, like covers up the lower half of their face. And they have this long, they're wearing this like the sleeves are very long, covers like half of their hands. And they're just like kind of like glancing to the side, making very minimalist movement, but just glancing at them, but while they're randomly posing.
The acne got real bad around your mouth still, huh? He's just taking another sip.
Your barbs mean nothing to me, Luca. But I see once again, though, we are in a bit of agreement.
Okay. I'm gonna go this way then, and you
Of course.
continue to contemplate our duel.
I could, but I have noticed though, and they jump down, but it's more like in their mind they do this really cool anime jump down, but really what Luca sees is them just slowly crawling down the side of the tree and then standing right next to them, like back against theirs. This Palentine's Day thing, it is, how can I put it? A way of conforming that I'm really not comfortable with.
Soul sucking. Yeah, that.
Exactly. Yes. The act is sucking the soul from my body, even though my soul is immortal. It happens. It just feels that way.
Well, you know what helps me? Vodka. And I'll just like pass the drink.
They take the drink and they look at it for a bit like, libations. They unzip a little bit, take a sip, unzip it, and hand it back.
Well, this has been thrilling, but I have a class I got to go ditch and do literally anything else.
Of course, academics. Be well, Luca, for I will always be watching for that weak point advantage. And anime disappears, but really what Luca sees is just them just running off really fast.
What the fuck? He's just gonna like shake it off and then continue meandering about, pulling the full-on cat from 10 Things I Hate About You and just ripping down flyers.
I think Blake got in trouble
Oh.
because they found a sign and saw an opportunity and went, oh no. So in similar fashion, finding a very large, like maybe not as large of a poster, but a sizable one with a lot of foot traffic, and they black out like a couple of spots and write something, and there one of the larger poster now says, "You've got a pal in Tim," and she's taking credit, so she got in trouble for it because she thought it was really funny. Like she probably could have gotten away with it, but she didn't. So she
thought it was a typo.
I'm helping. So I would say she's outside of class because she's just not allowed in right now.
You see Connie run up to you. She has some bags in her hands, and she kind of goes, "Oh, Blake, hey, I just wanted your opinion on something. Well, because of the whole thing that's coming up, I got these," and she starts pulling out like pails that you would put sand in at the beach, and she's like, "Well, I don't know who I'm gonna ask yet, but I thought it'd be a good idea if we're gonna be pals to have a pal."
So you want to be pals together?
Well, no, I wasn't asking you. You're already my pal, but I'm talking about the Palentine's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, pale pal.
Pal. Oh, pale? Oh.
No, it's good. It's good. It's so good. Don't change a thing.
Okay.
But that's a good idea. Do you know who you're gonna ask, or are you just...
No, I was just gonna kind of let it happen organically, and then like when it happens, I think I'll know.
What are you looking for? Like in a pal? Because I mean, we're pals, so how do you know if a pal's pally enough to get a pale pal?
That's a big question. I was gonna as Lincoln's always saying, go with your heart. So I was gonna go with my heart because my brain's not telling me anything right now.
When does it?
Usually like right before I go to sleep, and then I can't stop thinking, but I don't have I'm not awake enough to write stuff down, so I just fall asleep and then I forget everything.
No, that was really not the turn I wanted that to take. It just feels like really bad about it immediately. He goes, "Tell you what, if you don't find that spark of a pal, I'll be your pale pal."
No, you don't have to be my pale pal out of pity.
I'm just a pity pale pal.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just I want you to find. If anything, I'm the pity pale pal. You know, and I'm the one that's left over. So it's fine. No matter what, we're still pals.
Right.
Yeah.
Best pals.
Best pals.
Why aren't you in class?
I got in trouble.
You got in trouble?
I did. Yeah.
What'd you do?
And they're tearing down the sign that said that. And technically, I shouldn't be here right now, but oh well.
Oh, well, do you want to go get like coffee or something?
Do you need coffee? Maybe you'll find your pal at coffee?
Yeah. I mean, I've got like 6 buckets, so I'll probably at least find one.
Okay. Yeah, coffee.
Cool.
Should we... They're gonna look at their phone, text Kujo, or Kujo, but Luca, and go, hi, and go, "What do you want for coffee?" They know you're not in class. What do you want?
Yeah. Luca is just wandering, and he'll just type rum, and it hits send.
Haha. What do you want?
Are you going to the one down the street from the quad? That'll be what he sends back.
Oh, where are we going? What coffee do you like?
No, I just drink hot cocoa.
Okay, who has the best hot cocoa then? Because I don't drink that.
Probably the tower in the middle of campus.
I'll tell you where we're going.
I'll roll my eyes, but because it's Blake, I'll end up going to the tower on campus.
I'm gonna text Lincoln. I think the thing that they commonly do to get Lincoln's attention is send like a voice, like a voice message. It goes, "Where are you?" They broke Walle.
You broke them.
I'm so sorry.
So,
It was a great stream, everybody.
So,
Yeah, all
goodbye.
right. We'll see you next weekend.
Luca is pretty right currently in the middle of one of their gardening classes. They have like this big wide brim straw sun hat on their head, and they're currently like knee deep in the dirt. Does it? The mandragora patch is coming in great today. And then like their cell phone beeps, pulls it out, and it hits the play, and it's like just saying that really loud. And they keep the volume up on their cell phone super loud, so it just echoes throughout the class. And they stop and they stand up, brush the dirt off of their hands, and hits FaceTime. If it isn't the Oracle reaching out to me once again.
The middle of class.
Yeah, the middle of class.
Hi, Lincoln.
Oh, it isn't the stalwart gladiator once again riding high with the Oracle? How are you both today?
Doing fantastic.
Good.
Have you had any new missions today? Or do you want to go on a side quest?
No, today I'm just doing my dailies. I am just tilling to my mandragora patch and seeing it coming in very nicely.
Well, there's a new mission.
A new mission?
Connie's gonna hand out pal pails. And we're meeting at the tower in the middle of campus for coffee.
Tower, the beacon of justice, of course. To hand out pal pails. What's the purpose of the pal pails?
You know the Valentine's Day. It's Connie here, and we'll just
yes,
like
the
turn
soul
it.
sucker.
Hi.
Oh, hello, Connie.
I bought a bunch of pals because I thought maybe if I was going to ask somebody to be my pal to go to Palentine's, I should have a pal.
That makes so much sense. If you have a pal, then with a pail, you can have things inside the pail to be always prepared for when the pal goes through perilous predicaments. That is an excellent idea.
Are you guys
I don't know.
FaceTiming Lincoln?
Hi. I just will turn to Luca and like bring in like come up like real close and then like snap a
Okay,
picture
all
real
right.
quick and like from the FaceTime is like, oh, I got a picture of them. I did it.
Yeah.
You guys
well,
coming for coffee?
I will join you for coffee. I'll be right there. I have to clean the dust off my gloves.
Are you in class?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Miss LeBons.
Turns the camera phone over to Miss LeBons. Miss LeBons, Blake what says hello.
Who is staring at you and just says, "Get out."
Right? Same as always. And he takes off the gloves and everything and walks right out. Because in Lincoln's mind, they're getting you the credits for showing up, which matters.
that is so perfect. I love that so much.
We're gonna go get coffee at the tower.
So as you are all heading towards the tower, something unusual happens in the fact that there is a student who is a third year. His name is Grant Charles, And he's one of those people that everybody knows and everybody likes. Even people who are like, I hate that guy, can't really hate that guy. Like, he organizes everything on campus. He has started like every club. He has fought for like every progressive cause that happens. He's made sure that policies are get put in place. Like, Grant is everywhere. And you're all pretty sure he's also behind the Valentine's Day event. When you all get a text from Grant saying, "Friends, meet me at the tower. I have the coolest thing to show you."
Blake, do you think Grant's psychic?
I mean, I don't see not.
If Grant was psychic, I would know.
Oh!
Then no.
Lakin, you're so stealthy.
Not that I'm stealthy, Connie. I told you, is that I bleed through the fabric of time and space and show up when I'm needed.
Yeah, I literally just watched him walk in. He just walked in. I don't know. It's fine. Just okay. Are we gonna go? Are we gonna go check out what Grant has to show? Why is he texting us? Doesn't he have like a group of like cooler kids to hang out with?
Grant is like the cool of cool. He knows everybody and everybody knows him. Of course he's texting us. We're cool. Right?
Mhm. Yes. And don't let anyone tell you different.
I've never heard anything bad about myself.
Good. I'll send them to me.
Where's your protein powder? Did you forget it again?
Oh, shit. I was packing these pails and then I lost my powder. No,
You should have put the powder in the pail.
Powder in the pail.
This is one of those predicaments that we should be able to plan ahead for, be prepared for.
You're right. I'm a failure.
God, what did I do? What did I do that the universe has saddled me with this?
Well, if you really want the answer to that, Luca, it actually goes all the way back to your 75th reincarnation.
I want to hear about this
please.
again.
Well, you see,
Not the
in your
75th
75th
one.
reincarnation, it was
No,
the
we
one
know how that one goes. No,
right.
please
So
not
then
again.
why I don't need to retell it, of course. But we do know at the ending of that reincarnation, you just happen to be using the sword of the Great Father, which is supposed to be used by the Giant King. And in your previous reincarnation before that, you were the Giant King. So that's on your fault.
Right.
I'm gonna go have another shot and pretend that I understood what you just said.
Do you
A
have alcohol?
shot of espresso because we're pals in the middle of the day going to a coffee shop. And like we'll put like we'll go between Lincoln and Luca in arms.
Oh wait, wait
God.
up. Oh, hey.
I don't have an extra hand. One of the hands goes back to the crab.
Hold my pail.
Hold my pail.
we hold through a pail. And like this small formation goes towards the coffee shop.
What does the coffee shop look like?
I think it has a very like old school vibe to it because it's like an Ivy League school. They like tried to keep that was like one of the older buildings, right? So it has a very like tavern-y looking like brick and like wood vibe to it. But there is this gigantic like brass copper like espresso machine that is like built in from like that's built into the floor, and it goes up counter high, and it's really like intricate looking to look at.
Awesome. How busy is it?
I'd say
Midday, fairly, right?
I'd say it's
Yeah.
popular. It's right in the middle of campus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty jumping.
They've got wraps that Connie just loves.
So you walk in, and it is, as always, typically packed. Which one of you is generally the person assigned to find the table for you all to sit at?
I'll take that responsibility.
The asshole radius comes in work at this time.
Mm-hmm. I'll basically just walk up to our normal table and just like glare at whoever's sitting there until they move.
As you get over there and start to glare, Grant looks up.
Oh, shit.
Luca,
I can't. What's up, bud?
it
I
is
can't really glare
so
at you.
good to see you. I'm so glad you guys arrived. Have a seat.
Okay. Even if Grant is like super nice and like totally like just rebuffs Luca's asshole-ish nature just by being nice, Luca's still like, no, you're supposed to be like, no, fuck you, run away. So, he'll sit down, but just still be like, I'm trying to figure you out.
Who approaches the table next?
I think everybody orders, and Connie's going to bring all the drinks over. So if you guys want to go.
Lincoln will show up next and look over to Grant like, greetings, Grant. Once again, it is unique to see you with our social circle.
Greetings, Lincoln. It is good to see you. I trust you've been honing your skills.
Yes, I have. Every single day, my skills get sharper and keener to the blade. But enough about me. What brings you here? And he takes a chair, spins it around, and sits down it backwards.
Well, I will wait for the rest of the party to arrive. I don't want to waste information. I know how you hate inefficiency.
Wait, you have information from the great beyond?
Maybe.
And you're hold on 1 second. We cannot speak of the great beyond things without preparing this area properly. And he grabs like a sugar package.
So foolish as to not prepare.
He
this
rips
area.
open the sugar package and throws the sugar over his shoulder and goes, so it's kind of okay. We're safe.
Luca will glare at the person who just got sugar thrown at them and just be like, it's to help your personality. What do you want?
Grant stands up and goes over to them and says a couple of words, and they smile and laugh and walk off. Just as I'm assuming Blake arrives.
Yeah, Blake. So I feel like Blake's the one that orders for everyone. And we'll make sure that things are done properly. Doesn't mind like momming the group. And then got lost. By that I mean people are like, oh hey Blake, and like we'll bring them over, and then like they've been making their way, and then someone else says hi, and then they go over there, and finally they come over and they're like, sorry about that. Hi.
Hi, Blake. It is so good to see you today.
You too. You were prepared. You're already here. Did you like know that when you sent the message? Or
well, I was on my way here, so I just figured hopefully you'll show up and I'll get the table. I know how you handle people and make sure that your friends get where they needed to. So I had faith in you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. And we'll look and see how like everyone's kind of situated. And I think the spot right between Luca and Lincoln is right where they'll sit, and just like look between the two of them. I just like, I'm trying to make them friends more than they are. So I think she's just like trying to figure that out. Just waiting. Connie should be here in just a second.
Oh, I see Connie coming now.
Oh, sorry. She kind of bumps into somebody as she's coming. All right, everyone, we got your drinks. Oh, hey, bud, how's it going?
Hey, Connie, you're looking tough today.
Thanks. I did a workout before I came here.
I could tell.
Thank you. She's going to pass everyone their drinks. I don't want to say what everybody. I have an idea of what people drink, but
Lincoln takes the cup. Ah, yes. Coffee, black. 4 shots of espresso, black. Of course. Enough dark energy to fill my soul and power me for the rest of the day. And takes a long sip.
I was thinking black, and then just like, but with like 16 sugar packets. That's my
What? No,
guess.
I don't put the protective ward powder inside.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
You don't
God
protect.
forbid.
You
I
don't
was-
protect your stomach?
No. My body is naturally gifted to defending against poisons and venoms.
Yeah, their body's a temple.
Oh my god.
Luca?
Luca is going to accept his frappuccino, his like ridiculously sugary frappuccino, and just be like, say something, it tastes good. And just
Yeah.
enjoy a couple
Does it have
sips.
like the sprinkles on the whipped cream?
Oh, absolutely. It's got like the chocolate curls. He
heart-shaped,
asks
yeah.
for extra because they just have that nice little texture to them.
Mhm.
One time, one of you forgot the sprinkles, and you have never forgotten that group text.
I glare at that one barista that forgot it the one time.
One time.
You just
I think
lean
they
back in
could-
the chair and look back like,
What if they quit and they just came here? Like they just came here to get coffee, but they quit because you glared at them like all day.
Blake?
And I feel like Blake gets like an iced chai and just
I was
goes,
close. I was real close.
yeah. Just gets- what were you thinking?
Just iced coffee with cream. Oat milk.
Chai. Oat milk. Yeah, definitely oat milk. And then we'll be like, if people are like, you want to add this to it? They always say yes. Yeah, go for it. So there are some times where there's a drink that they do not like. But they're like, it's fine. And then you got hot cocoa, right?
Hot cocoa. There's no whipped cream. It's flat. No whipped cream, no sprinkles, no nothing.
Oh,
There's
does
already
Connie
enough
also get like
calories
the
in this.
sugar-free
Oh yeah.
chocolate?
Mhm.
Ugh.
It's 100% cacao.
Mhm.
Super bitter.
Ugh. Mm.
It's the same thing they make the butter out of.
Don't they
We
use
just
that in
take-
like baking?
They just take the
Yeah.
butter and then they put it in there and then drink.
yeah.
Good
Whoa.
lord.
What's up, Grant?
So, I really want the Valentine's Day event to go great. And it is really important to me that we reach as many people as possible. And all of you represent such cool, diverse people, and you have so many cool, diverse connections. If you all could just do me a favor and just kind of chat up the event, maybe not tear down my posters, maybe not paint over things.
Lincoln, what the fuck? Why would you do that? That's so rude.
me know it. I would not tear down the posters. Obviously, those are sizzles of power that you have placed up, Grant.
They are. I just really need this to go great. And I would really just like you all to I'm just hoping you're all on board. I know it's a little weird and corny, but also I feel like we kind of just need something after just kind of last year was just kind of bad. Remember? It was just this year is just there's a lot of stress. So I just kind of was hoping that you all could just help talk it up to people.
Yeah,
Grant,
of course, dude.
yes, in full honesty, the Valentine's Day does seem like a soul-sucking event. However, you are indeed a comrade in battle that I would be on the front lines with you at any given time. So I will do what I can to help. You have my axe.
Got any
I-
extra shirts?
Oh, if you want shirts, I can get you shirts.
I would like a shirt.
They do come in black.
I'll take a shirt.
I
Would it
won't
be
take
like
a
a
shirt, but I'll leave your posters and shit up, I guess.
Do you mind if I cut the sleeves off?
Make it your own style. The Palin Day event is all about you and what you make of it. So, shirtless, sleeveless shirts, great. I'm all for it.
Heard. Thanks.
So, the Palantes dance, has look, it's really cheesy, and that's not a bad thing, but
It's a bad thing.
Just like over your it's like over the mouth. But I mean, is there a way to like spice it up? Make it better,
In what way?
cooler.
We could add more pals.
Maybe call it a party instead of a dance.
It does feel very middle school.
I mean, I will be honest. Dance is what we could get approved past administration. And after after the blowout of 2022, they kind of frowned on calling things parties. So
that was
A fucking
I
rager,
think that was
right?
fun.
If I recall, it was also your fault, Luca.
Yeah. Oh, it was yours too, Lincoln. Both of you.
To be fair, I remember about 30% of that night, and that 30% was pretty cool.
I only remember about 20% of it, and it was indeed quite the fun event.
I almost threw Luca.
Yeah. There was a pool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, almost.
Almost.
No, that happened. Okay, we can help. Connie had a really good idea. Show them your pal pals.
Oh yeah, so I went to the store and I got like 6 different kinds of pails. I thought they were pals. So I thought maybe like I could fill them with something and then give them to somebody who I wanted to be my pal for the dance.
Oh, and what were you thinking of putting in them?
That's it. I hadn't gotten that far yet, but like probably like things the person likes.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Thanks.
We could probably like have them as like, gift bags, but like they're in the pails.
Yeah.
And then people like can swap things in and out of them, and we could put like little get to know each other, like find the person that has this card, and like you have to like meet new people at the event.
Right.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's great.
And then once we empty them, we can use them as like glasses, and we'll put them in the punch that's not spiked, and then we can use them as big cups.
I'm gonna look right at Luca when it says not spiked.
Blake, whatever could be the problem? I'm registering a little bit of discomfort.
Oh, I'm perfectly comfortable.
So am I.
You sure? Your eyes kind of twitching. You all right there?
Yeah, just the not spiked.
Of course it's not spiked. It's a dance.
The immediate guilt. And like...
It's a dance. Fuck.
We just don't want to recreate 2022.
Yeah.
We just kind of need
Grant, in my defense, Grant, I did not know that the rental store would provide that many sheep. It wasn't my fault. I thought when I said, a group of sheep, I was assuming maybe 2 or 3, but 5 sheep I didn't expect, and I did not expect one person to shave the sheep and we losing half the deposit we had. So I take full responsibility for that. That was on me.
Hey, listen, my pillow is extra cushy right now, so you can be as upset as you want, but it was worth it, okay?
Didn't we lose a sheep?
We did not. I did hunt it down and find it and got it back and made sure that you got at least half your deposit back.
We just have Connie just in case we couldn't find one, so we could turn Connie in as one of the sheep until the
we taped all of the extra fluff on me. It was great.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it was definitely creative, and that's the kind of creativity like I like from this group that I think really can help just, I'm
Yeah.
really thankful that you are on board, and it means a lot to me.
Yeah,
Sure.
of course, Grant. Anything for
Anything
you,
to
my
help.
dude?
Yeah. So I was at the curio shop in town. This is actually the other thing that I wanted to bring up to you all. And do you remember those magic 8 balls?
Like for pool?
That were like in Saturday like morning shows from like the 90s.
Ah, yes, my Oracle device.
Yeah.
I thought I
So
was your oracle.
No, you are my Oracle, but this is my Oracle device. There's two things. You are someone I speak to give me port for soothing and news, but this is the thing when you're not around I use.
Why are you bringing up a 8-ball?
why I'm bringing it up, and he goes and brings and grabs it out of a bag. He's like, okay, so this was at the curio shop. Now, it works, but aren't they supposed to be filled with water? Isn't that the thing?
Right,
know-
water.
I forgot my vodka. I forgot my vodka in my room, and
no,
I
you were
should.
just drinking it. Did you finish it?
There's a second one.
What
Yeah,
you can't
But here,
What-
just can you all just do me a quick favor to make sure that I'm not
Yeah.
losing my mind?
Well,
yeah, come here.
Grant, I hate to tell you this. First of all, Magic 8 balls do not have water in it. What's actually inside of the 8 ball is the blood of the elder whale that dwells beyond time and space, but it manifests itself as water when it reaches our plane. But no,
And
I didn't want to well
No.
actually you, but because you
We
were
don't-
That is
We don't
that is
gotta-
a
we don't-
valid input, and I appreciate your insight on that. But here, just take a look at it.
yeah, sure.
We don't have. We got stuff to do. We
No,
got
it's okay,
flyers
Luca.
to put up.
Come on. Do you want to do it first?
No, yeah. I
It's
think
not a
that
Ouija board. Come on. Don't be a puss.
I can put chai tea in it if there's no water in it. I can fill it up. That'll work, right?
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
I think LB broke
I've never
herself.
said don't be a puss in my life.
It definitely sounded like it.
100%.
Luca is going to try to prevent Blake from grabbing the 8-ball, just by like slapping their hands away. Like, no, get, ow, ow, ow. Damn your nails!
Yeah, right.
They
Let
can
me do it.
Lincoln pulls out their 8 ball and like gives it a shake.
Okay, see, that has liquid in it, right?
Correct. Yes. There's
Okay,
liquid in here.
and then he hands the one that he has to Blake.
Luca,
Shake it.
stop.
There's no sound, but the thing spins and comes up and says, "Better not tell you now."
Is that a normal response? This feels ominous.
I think we should just go. I think I'm good on coffee.
Uh,
I think we should go.
As
I
you
wanna
turn
see it.
As you turn it to Luca, the thing inside spins and comes up and says, "My reply is no."
Fuck.
What?
Luca.
Fuck.
Let me
What's
see.
Here.
Again, there's no liquid in it, and the thing just sort of swirls around and then it comes up and says, "Outlook good."
Hell yeah.
Wait, why do you get a good one and I don't? Hey, let me try it again. We'll do it again.
It spins and comes up. "Better not tell you now."
Lincoln will take the 8 ball, give it a shake, and look at it.
Reply hazy. Try again.
Okay, I will. Tries again.
Reply hazy. Try again.
Obviously, my powers are blocking the device.
I'm gonna look at Grant. You said that this was at a curio shop?
Yeah.
Okay, how much did you spend on it?
Like $2?
Okay. I need you to take this back to the curio shop and get your money back because this is clearly
Hey.
just not.
Has everybody in here fallen asleep?
I feel wide awake. Oh.
As you look around, everybody is asleep.
Huh.
Is there like a gas leak?
No, we would.
No,
I
we
don't
would
do
fall
sleep.
victim to a gas leak.
Oh, you're right.
Is I'm gonna go check for like their coffees and like open a couple, like smell them, make sure they are like fine, make sure there's nothing.
As you're walking around and smelling everything and checking, it's fine. And then you all hear very sharp shoes clacking on the floor as the doors sort of close to the tower. And you look over, and there is a very tall, unusually tall, and very thin man. It's kind of hard to tell. Who is dressed in a complete red suit with a red tie, and walks and looks at all of you. Oh. Ugh. You're resistant.
No, thank you. Bye now.
Oh, I'm not here for you.
Thank
And
God.
100 like ribbons and ties shoot out and wrap up Grant. And he is just pulled through the air to this creature. And then everything goes silent. And you all see this 8-ball rise in the middle. And then this ghostly figure looks to be dressed in some sort of weird Victorian courtly outfit, comes up and says, I found you at last.
About time. I knew this day was gonna come. I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm not. What's happening?
Lincoln was right the whole time.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna
Sorry.
need you to put my friend down. She says, standing up.
There's not much time. I've stopped time for now, but I need you all to accept the call. And then it turns to Luca and goes, oh,
Yeah.
well.
Thank you.
And then a bunch of tarot cards appear in front of you.
Ooh.
Choose.
Think he just grabs one instantly. Like he knows what he's doing. He just takes it and looks at it and goes, finally, about time. It's been long enough since I was able to use this form. It's time for me to shed this shell and become my true self.
Okay. Mine has a crab on it.
A crab?
Well, it's got like a chariot thing, but there's a crab in the middle. I don't know
Maybe
what that
the-
means.
Maybe the chariot part's the important part.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I love guys. I'm gonna look to Luca and go, did you know? Is this why you were saying no that whole time?
Let me guess. You need someone to fill in. And he's going to look right at the ghost.
I need you to accept your destiny to help save this world.
Sake. I'll explain later. Just take a card.
So, Luca, you grab a card, and when you pull it, it's the Emperor. And then suddenly it burns and dissolves, and the Wheel of Fortune replaces it.
You.
And only Luca hears deep in the back of your head,
I think there's going to be a second where they don't know which one to pick, and then they eventually just close their eyes, slap one, and then pull it up. And it's a High Priestess.
And as you're looking at your cards, you begin to understand that they are thrumming with magical power, and then they slowly transform into an item. What is your item?
Ooh.
A small gold coin that has a crown on it. Very ornate stars-like crown.
I think mine would be like a pen, but like it looks like a little like a magical girl wand on it, but it's just like a ballpoint pen.
I think mine would be like a bangle that's like a big spinner ring so that it can like a wheel, like a spinning wheel.
Mine is this metallic fidget spinner that when you spin it, it like has like this little like crackle in it that when you spin it, like crackles and sparks every now and then.
Awesome. As you grab these, you understand innately that whenever you decide, you can call upon the powers within these items and transform yourselves into something spectacular.
Lincoln
And
is just
the
staring at this thing like it was destiny for them.
and the little ghost inside that's hovering above the 8-ball says, "Go now. Stop Butler Wraith."
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
All right, let's go
How?
then.
Whoa.
Okay.
I take it big red is Butler Wraith.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
She cracks her knuckles, starts to walk over. Drop the spell, bitch.
Call on the power.
Oh, right, sorry. Io Silver away!
What is your transformation?
So the coin kind of goes into her chest and furrows out, much like a Sailor Moon transformation. And from there, this it's like very Grecian. This toga top that kind of cinches at her waist, and her stomach is completely revealed with like a skirt and like black pants on underneath, or like shorts, biker shorts. The sort of stars around her coalesce into a golden crown as she comes back that has a black sort of mask across her face with golden accents on the side. And this is just like a little bit of a fanfare of golden dust as she comes back. Oh shit!
Amazing. Who's transforming next?
So Lincoln looks at the spinner, like this was always meant to be like a thing that was always meant to be that they're supposed to have this. And they lift up their shirt, and you see around their waist is a belt buckle that looks like it was specifically built just for this purpose, to slide in this magical fidget spinner. Like he always had it his entire life for it. He then takes the fidget spinner, he spins it, and it crackles with electricity that goes down his arm, and he slams it into place, and lightning flows out from the belt buckle, and in the background you see this gigantic tower rise up behind them, and lightning strikes the tower and it hits him, and the rest of the outfit forms over as he's wearing this black bodysuit with boots and gloves, and a cape appears and wraps around his neck, and a hood goes over his face, and he poses as lightning strikes behind him. Oh, the rest of you it's your turns because we need to go take care of this. Shed your true forms and shed your shells and show off your true forms. And he stares at Luca.
Okay.
He pushes Blake's hand. No.
No,
Luke's just staring at Luca the entire time.
Well, I can't go until you go.
Yes, you can. Just go.
But
Just do the
like
thing.
You just told me.
Yes.
Oh my god, just transform!
Do you want to do it at the same time?
Fine.
They're gonna do it at the same time. Do you want to explain first? I can explain first. It's fine.
Luca is going to spin the bangle. I haven't thought of a catchphrase yet, and I think that's okay because he's just like, I fucking hate that I have to do this. He'll spin the bangle, and the metal scraping sound causes the metal to crawl up and over his hands, creating giant metal gauntlets. The eyeliner that he typically wears fans up into a more like glamorous, crazy looking thing. His hair gets long and bright red, and a metal mask forms over his mouth, and he's got two huge metal boots. And as he poses, I guess, there's just the sound of a large, heavy metal thud behind him.
Ooh. I think Blake is going to press the pen. It doesn't do anything. Press it again. It just gets to the point where it's like click, 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 like just over and over and over again until eventually it like sparks because there was no activation word, and it just finally just transforms itself because it's getting tired of it. And the little like magic orb at the top begins to spin and almost like spark like a small firework, and the sparks begin to flash up and cover different parts of their body, and it turns out into this more like, at first it's looking very regal, very like long dress, large like almost like medallions, and it has this like form of just something like absolutely like stupendous. And then the pen expands, becoming a staff, until it just click click comes together. And when it all comes together, the staff shrinks into like a wand with a very large like bulbous almost like a microphone type of end, where the microphone's sticking in the middle and is held together. And her outfit, instead of regal, feels more like Dark Magician Girl from Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like cutesy and short and like tight in all the places that maybe it shouldn't be, with a huge hat and like large boots. And she goes, "Are you serious?
You look hot.
So do you.
Thank
So
you.
so do you. So do you. We all look hot."
Indeed, I look amazing. Finally, you have all been bearing witness to the true form that had been hiding beneath this shell.
Oh
the
my
entire
god,
time.
Lincoln.
They were right. Look at us. I'm gonna trust everything you say.
You all
now,
look
Lincoln.
amazing. But we have something important we need to do.
Hell yeah, we do.
Okay, I'm gonna follow your lead.
Yeah.
With that, I believe this is our established break time, and we will pick up after that.
Yes, thank you very much. This is just so fun. I love all these characters so
This
much
is awesome.
already.
I
This is
love
gonna be so
everybody.
Thank you guys for watching. We're going to go on a quick 5 to 10 minute break, so don't go no place unless it is to grab a drink, grab food, take your pills, please. Take your medication, and relax your shoulders, do a little stretch, and do a stretch to see if we're going to try to touch our toes by the end of this game. So do a good toe stretch, okay? We'll be right back. Bye! I forgot to add the things. Hold on.
Oh no!
It's all right. It's okay. They can't hear us. Hold on. I forgot to add the audio captures. Hello? They can hear me now. All right, now they can hear you guys. Hi. First streams, you know. It happens.
You're
doing
Sorry.
great. You're doing great.
You're doing fantastic.
We're
Welcome to
here.
the trash fire.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing that goes wrong. Welcome back, everyone. You want to take us away, Greg?
Yeah, so you have all transformed into your wonderful new super empowered hero forms. As you do, the little ghost dips back into the magic 8-ball, and the thing that was sort of holding time in place drops. And you can see that the creature in the bright red suit has fully grabbed onto Grant Charles and is walking towards the entrance when you all appear, and it turns around and goes, "The resistance."
Yeah,
Indeed.
we're about to be a big problem for you, buddy.
Indeed, the resistance is here. For you see, not do you face one person, but you face four. For we are the Arcana. We are the Garden of Arcana. And I am the judgment that comes from above, like lightning that strikes the fury with 1,000 energies of a primordial god. I will bring down the judgment bolt upon your head, for I am Dark Tower. And he poses. And he like looks over, he like poses first and pauses for a second, then looks over at the others, like expectingly.
I will trample you. I am the chariot.
We really feeding into this?
Yeah, just do it. Come on, it's cool.
Hi, priestess. Hi, I'm High Priestess.
Fortune doesn't smile upon you, and I'll just weakly put my arms up.
Oh, that was
Oh,
good.
that was very good. That was good. That was good.
Chariot
with mine.
punch!
I'll workshop it. It's fine.
Connie just goes for a punch.
So as you take off, like, he just raises a hand and you are frozen. I don't have time for this. Scullery maid and this strange creature in a giant soup pot that has a big round pumpkin head, sort of weird jack-o'-lantern eyes and a nose and a big toothy smile. Hair, dark something that represents hair, is pulled back in, that's being held back in a giant ponytail, and a skull appears. Yeah, boss. I have some trash for you to clean up. Also, unlike them, I don't care about anybody else here, so don't bother holding back. And then he winks out, and so does Grant Charles. And this little creature goes, "Oh, goody, 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 goody." And she reaches into a pouch and throws out 4 those candy hearts. And as they are sailing through the air, they slowly get to be human-sized. And they get giant fists and weird beefy legs. and they all have sayings on their front. One says, "I'ma crush you." Another says, "Nice to beat you." One says, "Cutie die." And the last one says, "Love hurts."
Oh my god.
I can't. That's so funny. I can't fight that. That's hilarious.
Well, chef, I hope you're ready for us to order off the menu.
What?
Because they're a chef, that's why.
I thought they were a
You're
maid.
really
The
reaching.
auxiliary maid. Is that what that is?
Not all great, but still.
Wait, I got it. Looks like you weren't made for this world.
There we go. That's it right there.
that's
That's
a
the
good
one.
one.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
God, we
I'm
have
gonna
puns
break
now.
your heart.
Time to clean up. Is that good? Is that good?
Great.
Okay.
I'm dying inside.
Oh, that was a good one because that goes with the love die or the cutie die.
Yeah, that was definitely the intention of saying that phrase.
You're just naturally funny. Did you know that?
I've been told that by one person, and that would be you. And then after saying that, he's just going to leap at the nearest
Yeah.
candy to just start laying down
right.
some strikes.
This is a clash roll. Which candy are you deciding to punch?
I'm gonna punch Love Hurts.
Okay.
Okay, so this is clash. So
So 2d6 plus your physical rating.
that is gonna be 10.
All right. So on a 10 plus, so you'll do damage equal to your physical stats. So let me know what that is.
1.
1. And then you can choose one extra effect, which is you can give, you can take 1+1 forward, meaning you put yourself in a better position for your next roll. Or you can give +1 forward to another hero, meaning you're allowing somebody else to have an opening shot. So you're giving them a benefit. You can inflict extra harm, so you can do +1. You can suffer less harm because you will be punched by this thing. You can force them to move where you want, or you can force them to drop something that they are holding. So as you go into punch, you get a really tough punch back. You'll be taking 3 damage from that punch.
Okay. I am going to choose to move it, to force it where I want.
Okay.
And since I have forceful punch and kick, I'd like to kind of mix the two ideas and punch the candy completely out of the shop.
Okay.
So it is away from civilians.
All right. So you do that sort of, it punches you and then you have that really forceful punch. You stay in place and this candy sails through the air, smashes through the front doors that shatter and fall off their hinges as it sails out, and you see it roll into the campus, from which you hear a bunch of screaming outside as people are panicking at the doors exploding. Who's next? You do take 3 damage from that
Gotcha.
that punch.
As soon as Luca does that, Lincoln will spring into action right afterwards, and they will just run up to the one that says "Love Hurts."
Love Hurts just got sent outside.
Then the the first one then.
I'ma crush you.
Yeah, goes I'ma crush you. And we'll go for the same thing, just run and then just do a hard like drop kick right at their chest.
All right, make a clash plus physical.
That is I got a 7.
All right. So what is your physical rating?
My physical rating is 1.
All right. So you do a point of damage. It doesn't move and it just gut punches you back for 3.
Oof. Like he gets punched in the gut and sent stumbling backwards and holding his gut. He says, "See, this body's not built for upfront combat." And he will like dart backwards to kind of like let the others be in the front line.
Okay. Who's next?
I can go. I think Are they? There's three of them are still in here.
Yeah, 3 of them are still in here. I'm a crush you, nice to beat you, and Cutie Die are still inside. Love Hurts is out.
I think I'm gonna maneuver myself. I'm not gonna take my action yet, but I'm gonna maneuver myself so that I am in the way between these beings and any of the sleeping people. So if somebody gets attacked, I can protect them.
All right, so that is the move, protect someone. So you are
Yeah.
actually going to do the protection. So you'll roll 2d6 plus your persona.
All right. With my glitter hearts dice. Oh, not too bad. 8, 9 total.
All right, so on a 7 to 9, you hold 1. So of those options, redirect the attack to yourself, have the damage of the attack, put the attacker in a bad position, deal damage back. From what you described, you are going to redirect any attack to them to yourself.
Correct.
All right, so you are standing in the way as one of the as Nice to Beat You is moving towards to grab a civilian to like hold a hostage. Like you maneuver your way in there, and you get grabbed instead. So you are currently grappled by this weird candy heart.
I can take it.
Who's next?
I will go. So I would like to I'm gonna look at Cutie Die,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to touch their heart.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go like up, not like all the way up to them, but like between like civilians and this candy guy, and say, have you ever thought about Cutie why you're doing this? And I'd like to roll an emotional to try to make them rethink about their reactions.
All right.
I'm dealing with some emotional damage from that one.
Mm-hmm.
Can I add that to my roll?
No.
Okay, so that is going to be 10. So do you want me to read it or do you want to read it?
So on a 10 plus, team members gain +2 to actions against this target. However, this will end if the target takes damage. And then you will form a competitive relationship with the target. So Cutie Die sort of sits still for a moment. And then the words on itself changed into just sort of a weird question mark. And then a big bone just hurls from the scullery maid and whacks it in the back of its head. I said kill them!
That's my friend. How dare you? Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Wait, did it take damage from the bone?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, it's a thick candy shell.
Emotional.
It didn't really feel it. She didn't throw it that hard.
It's emotional damage.
Yeah, emotional damage, big time.
Now me and that candy heart have something in common.
Honey bear.
Okay, so the situation at hand, to recap, Cutie Die is currently confused. Love Hurts is outside of the tower. Nice to Beat You has Chariot all grabbed and wrapped up currently. And I'm a Crush You is facing off against Dark Tower. What's next? Also, it is still a packed cafe full of civilians who are asleep.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Can I attempt to use some magic to stop this candy heart?
In what way?
What I would like to do is, I would like to see if I could cast a spell to seal the candy heart in place so that my comrades can So I'm basically holding it down so my comrades can beat it up.
Do you have the hex as your witch move?
I do not have
Oh.
the hex.
Okay, what did you take as your witch move?
My witch move is divination.
Okay. So you can attempt to do it.
Okay.
It is in essence still going to be a clash roll.
Got it.
I'll let you go ahead with mystical for this one instead. Since you are not going to do any damage, we'll just sort of see what happens. So you're going after I'm gonna crush you to freeze in place. Perfect.
Ooh, that is a 10.
All right. So in essence, what we're going to do is you are going to use the option you force them where you want, which is still, like you're holding them still so they can't move. However, it still does damage back to you.
Okay.
So as you get in, you are unprepared as it sort of sees like you're about to do something weird, and it lunges at you and hits you in the chest for 3 damage as you sail back, and then the spell goes off and it is frozen somewhat in midair, kind of above everybody else's, is just locked into place.
Nice. And I just hold them in layer, and I like look at the others like, I have one lockdown, so could really use some help over here with this one, as I'm just kind of keeping them in mid place.
I'll look to Connie. Or Connie is currently being grappled right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got this. Don't worry. Connie grips her hand like she's being held, and her hands just kind of grip onto the heart of the corners of the heart. I would like to use my mystical connection move.
Okay, which is?
Cold grip of fear.
Okay.
You encase your hands in ice, allowing you to freeze people in place when you touch them. It is hands
Perfect.
and restraining.
So go ahead and make a clash check.
Okay. It's physical. Oh. That's an 8.
All right. So while you're doing it, it feels what's happening and just pulls into like an even tighter bear hug. So you take 3 damage as it kind of crushes you. But then you realize it can only go so far because it's encased in ice and is frozen in place. So you kind of slide out down.
Yeah. As it happens, I think, because this is a fear mystical connection, that the black bar that is around Connie's eyes, her eyes just start glowing gold, and the black kind of fades out as like all you can see is just like this void as she like physically grips this thing in place, and then it fades away and she just kind of like sneaks out from under it. It's like, you guys got this, I'm gonna go get the one that's outside. She starts to run.
All right, so I'm gonna say nice to beat you is currently frozen in place. Cutie Die is confused. I'm a crush you is also held by a spell. And Love Hurts is outside. So who's next?
To you, High Priestess.
Okay. I'm gonna try touch their hearts one more time.
Okay.
Because now I have a huge bonus. Because I have +2 again, and a +1 from Beacon, so I have a +5. So I'm going to look at Cutie and go, come on, join us and leave them behind, because you're really a cutie pie. And the wand, like she's talking through the microphone, and like through the microphone there's almost like this little like doki doki like a heartbeat like sound that goes through, and I'm going to roll and hopefully get a 12 or higher. I think that's a 13. Hang on, math is hard. 8 + 5.
13.
Yeah.
I got 13.
All right, so it the question mark just turns into another heart, so it's like a big heart and a little heart, and it goes in to give you a hug, and then it suddenly shrinks down and back into the size of a candy and falls on the floor.
Goodbye, my friend. Fallen soldier. I'm gonna pick up the candy. I don't want them to take the candy back, so I'm gonna pick up the candy and keep it safe.
From hovering up in its soup pot, you hear, no! I made that special. It'll kill you if you eat it.
Why would I eat my friend?
I don't know what you people do.
I don't know what you're about.
I don't know your life.
Then
I
why
don't know
are you
your
yelling
life. I don't know your
shit
choices.
at me, male. They're just, now they're just gonna yell at this person, thinking that she's gonna eat his own friend. How dare you? That's the rest of my turn.
Okay.
I'm
Oh my
gonna go.
gosh.
I'm gonna approach the frozen one,
Okay.
and while it's just sitting there, just frozen in place, Fortune is going to build as much power behind his right arm as he can. Just for flavor, like a fork on a nearby table, like flings and jumps onto the metal of his gauntlet, and he
Mhm.
realizes it's a little bit of magnetism, but then he just punches as hard as he can right into the center of it.
All right. Since it is restrained, I will give you a +1 to this roll.
Awesome.
Go ahead and make the class
Nice.
check.
That is going to be an 11.
Okay. So, do you wish to inflict more harm or suffer less harm, or what do you want as your 10+ bonus?
I am going. I think, given that he was charging a bunch of power behind it, I think he's going to try and inflict more harm.
Okay. So you charge up, and hit in the center, which is a lot for this candy thing to hold, and it explodes in a shattering of ice and candy. You take 2 damage from the explosion.
Gotcha.
The other problem is the explosion hits a bunch of people who are sleeping, and you sort of see drops of blood where the shattered pieces, but they don't wake up. But it is a hitting every. It is kind of a big, massive thing, and a few of the bystanders got hurt in that. And Scullery Maid takes a moment from the argument to turn and go, yes, chaos and carnage.
Here's the problem, honey. Your friends are all done, and now I'm looking at you. And he's going to turn and put his arms up and focus specifically on her.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of his turn.
Since Lincoln has that one held in place, he'll
Mhm.
he'll run backwards, and he'll hold out his right hand as black like electricity charges down his arm from that little centerpiece as it spins like a turbine, generating a bunch of electricity that goes up through his body into that right arm. As I'm going to use my mystic connection elemental lightning ball of lightning.
Okay.
As I just chuck one right at that thing that was frozen up.
Alrighty. So, you'll make a clash check.
Ooh, 11.
All right. So, you can choose your relationship. So you fire it off, and you see the lightning course through it, and it too, its little candy self can't handle that, and it shatters. And so you can choose to take less harm yourself, You can force them where you want, which I would allow to prevent some of the damage happening to the sleeping people around you.
Okay.
But you'll sort of have to take the full brunt of the explosion.
I'm going to suffer less harm, is what I'm going to do.
Okay. So you take a point of damage as the blowback happens, but the candy pieces shatter out through the cafe, pelting people all around. But all the ones inside have been taken care of, and you can see Connie racing outside as this candy is like charging after people that are out there, and there's like just you can see people running around as it's like, oh.
I'm gonna show you what hurts. I'm gonna try to punch it.
Okay. Punch.
Punch.
Punch. I'm a punch. Oh, geez, that's only a 7. Still 7.
Okay, so you run up behind it and just punch it in the back, and as it falls, it explodes up into your face for 3 points of damage. And you are just like covered in like weird sugary dust.
I'm sugar-free right now.
And then from inside, you hear Scully Maid go, "Oh, oopsie. Well, bye," and disappears.
Damn.
There are a lot of hurt people here.
Does rest and relaxation, does that only help yourself or does that help other people?
So rest and relaxation is mainly if you have a broken relationship or if you have a condition. One good night's rest and you'll heal all of your HP back. Rest and relaxation comes in if you have to like remove conditions or repair relationships.
Okay.
So you
Is
will
there
just
a
be able to heal.
I'd like to try to do something to heal the people that were hurt before they wake up.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Because the only thing I can think of is laughter's the best medicine. So to the people that were hurt, I kind of want to do something where I just like whisper like a little joke in their ear, just a little haha, because I know a lot of these people and I know their general humor. So even if it's just a little bit to make them feel better, if that's something I could do to at least like a couple of the worst for wear ones.
Okay, what I'm going to do is going to have you keep your wits about you because you're trying to like gloss over as people are waking up and being like, "Why am I bleeding?"
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
So go ahead and keep your wits about you, and we'll see how well you distract people enough.
Oh no, that's persona.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's not bad. Oh no, that's bad. Just kidding. I lied. That's an 8.
Okay, so an 8. I will offer you a worse outcome or a hard choice. So this is the hard choice. As you are walking around and sort of talking to people and sort of whispering in, the hard choice is you can distract them, but they are going to think that you did this to them. The hard choice is you can distract them and be blamed, or you can bugger out and let them wake up and just exist being bloodied and wondering what exactly just happened.
I'm gonna let them sue the campus and get money for accidents. They have no idea how it happened. I'm not taking the blame for this. Bye.
Wow.
Lincoln
the school.
watches Blake runs like at once again the hero must not take credit for their work and heads after them.
Hightailing it.
Connie's just outside going, "Fear not, local people. You are protected." By us.
Luca is going to. Are people starting to wake up?
Yeah, people are definitely starting to wake up.
Fuck. He is going to leave and try and find a secluded spot to deactivate his transformation.
Because there is a person out yelling after a monster showed up, it's surprisingly empty outside. And there are definitely many places of which you can duck behind something and untransform because nobody's paying attention because everybody's fleeing the area. Plus,
Luca
there's
is
a person screaming something.
Fear not,
not.
citizens!
Fear not! I
am
just
a
beat up
force
a
of
huge
good.
candy heart. Fuck sugar.
He's going to deactivate his transformation.
Okay.
And then he's going to reach in his pocket for his phone and try and call Brandon, hoping by some miracle that he's awake.
On the third ring, somebody picks up.
Brandon? Who are you?
Hangs up.
Fuck. I fucking bolt. I like at full view of everybody. Luca just fucking bolts in the direction of the hospital.
Hey, Luca, that was cool. Where are you going? What's wrong?
We have to protect our identities. We don't know who that person is.
We have to go now. Come on, this way. And he's
Oh.
just like gesturing for them to come with.
Okay,
Oh, right.
human being.
There's only us.
Oh,
Just-
shit.
we can. He transforms and runs after Luca.
It's like on the pen, like work.
This is so breezy. She like pulls the coin out of the crown that she's wearing.
Why is yours easy?
I'm just really strong.
You're so cool.
Jesus.
We'll
I
follow
love
our
this so
friend.
much.
And I'm gonna switch back to our other screen where we are just normal people.
De-transform. So as you are sprinting towards the hospital, you can just hear sirens. Things are showing up. Ambulances are coming in. The fire department, which is always the first to show up because they're the first to call. So things are showing up as you are coursing across to get to the hospital. What do you do once you arrive?
I'm trying to push through to get to Brandon's room.
So there's a lot of people moving around, and there are police here because something major just happened. And make me a. I think this is going to be a thwart peril. You are trying to get around just generally everything.
Okay.
To try to get to this thing. So go ahead and roll plus physical.
Okay. That would be 2 1s.
Good job. As you start pushing through, you feel a hand clamp on you. And it is just a big dude in a police officer uniform. His badge just says Smith on it. And he grabs you by the arm. Where do you think you're going?
Listen, Smith, I know you and me don't typically have a good relationship, but I really need a favor. I need to see somebody. It's really important, and I need you to let me through. It'd be really cool if you could do that just once, even though you've done a lot of favors for me in the past, but just this is big.
I'm sorry. Not this time.
Come
Not till we
on.
know what happened.
Go ahead and go look. It's out there. I don't know why you're in here. All the stuff's out there.
And you came running here. Are you hurt?
Do I look hurt? No, I'm fine.
Okay, so if it happened out there, then I need you to walk me through why it's so important for you to be in here right now, getting in everybody's way, might I add.
Okay, we're gonna gloss over that last little part. Okay. There's somebody here I care about very deeply, and I need to make sure that they're safe.
Day drinking again?
I I may have had a sip, but we're not
All right,
focusing on.
You're coming with me until you calm down and sober up.
Oh, oh man.
What's going on?
Yeah, I think this time Lincoln arrives too. He's like, what's happening here?
I'm gonna give Lincoln the room number and just say, please, I need you, Lincoln, I need you to listen to me very carefully. There's a sleeping warrior in room 3B. I need you to check to make sure that they are safe. Okay, it is vitally important that you check to make sure that they're safe. Pretty much as he's being dragged away.
Can I?
Like Lincoln looks at Luca, and he just nods. And I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
My transformed abilities, I can only use them when I'm transformed, right?
Correct.
Okay. Luca will nod to Luca, look at the others. I'll be right back. And he runs outside, and he will transform like
Okay.
in an alleyway.
Okay. So
And
while you are running to do that, I believe Blake, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, can I try to touch this cop's heart and be like, hey,
So the cop isn't a villain, but you could definitely try to convince them.
I'd like to convince them, touch their heart. Hey, you're wrong by taking my friend. Don't do that.
Go ahead.
Is it the same role or
Yeah,
what
it's
would
plus
the
emotional.
Okay, plus emotional. So I think just going up, I think Blake will just go, hey, I don't know exactly what happened here, but I know everyone's having a lot of stress right now. And the last thing I know you need is to make your job harder. And I know the last thing that Luca needs is for all of this to happen. So, and oh shit, that's really good. I got a 5 and a 6 plus 2. So 13 again.
Holding on to Luca still looks at you and looks back at Luca. Friend of yours?
Yeah. You'd be surprised how many of those I have. It's not many, but they're one of them.
All right. What is your name?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Blake Farley.
And you know about this one?
What do you mean know about? Do I know Luca? Yeah.
Do you know all about Luca?
I know what Luca wants to tell me. And I trust Luca. Are you going to tell me things about Luca to make him look bad? Because that doesn't make you look very good either.
Nope. I just want to make sure. I will turn you over to your friend. You are the least of my concerns. But both of you, I would suggest please leaving unless you are trained medical staff. Please leave.
Let's go wait by the front door. Out of the way. Or do you need us to be all the way off the property?
Just out of the way is fine.
Luca's gonna fix his jacket. And just
Because you got a 13 plus, you actually have a cooperative relationship with Officer Smith. He has trust in you. So just mark that down that you may be able to call on Officer Smith again at some point. So out you transformed. What is your
so He goes into the alleyway and transforms,
Mhm.
and he sits down cross-legged, and he like steeples his hands in front of his like chest like this, and underneath his hood, he like a like a light glows under his hood as a third eye opens up as I use divination to
All
glimpse
right.
the truth on a remote location instead of being there. And I
All
would
right.
like to glimpse into the room number that Luke gave me.
Perfect. So go ahead and roll plus mystical since you're using that power.
Ooh, that is a 12.
All right. So on a 12 plus with glimpse the truth, so you get 3 questions, and you can ask any question. It does not have to be on the list because
Oh,
you got a 12
any
plus.
question?
Yes, you can
So-
ask any question. That is the power of a 12 plus. Now, granted, the questions there may be a place that you want to start anyways. but
Yeah.
you are allowed.
What is going on inside of that room?
So you close your eyes and open your eyes. And you are peering, sort of hovering in the air. What you see in there is a young man in a hospital bed, hooked up to a number of life support equipment, monitors. Apart from this person, the room is completely empty. The weird thing that seems out of place is there looks to be a rose just sitting on uh, the person's chest. The rose looks like it's made out of ribbon.
Can I um can I glimpse the truth on the rose?
Sure. You don't have to roll again. It can just be
Oh.
one of the questions.
Oh,
You're in
okay.
there.
Um um what happened here recently?
So from just kind of like piecing a little few things together, the ribbon looks to be the same material and color of the tall creature that uh, grabbed Grant Charles. Seems that they have left a calling card for whatever reason. It makes 0 sense to you because this is just a random person in the hospital.
Okay. That's all I can ask?
You get one more.
Oh yeah, one more. Hmm. Oh boy, this is tough. Um, where is the person who left the calling card?
So, since you are now looking mystically, you can sense the fading remnants of a portal that leads to some other world that is closed and fading very quickly. They popped in and popped out, but definitely the sense that you get is whatever it was is not of this world.
Okay. I drop the connection, like my little astral self inside the room disappears, and I rip and I right back into my body inside the alleyway. I stand up, de-transform, and run to where the others are at. Okay. There's someone in the room. They're on life support, but on their chest was a rose, but a ribbon rose, like the one we faced before. Whoever was in that room, they are gone. They teleported somewhere else. I can't lock onto them. I need to get some time to do that. But whatever entered that room did what they did and left.
Did you do magic?
Connie, I can always do magic. Come on.
By the gods. Can I do magic?
Lincoln
you-
looks over at Connie. Connie puts a hand on her shoulder. Everyone can do magic. Because everyone has the island of magic in their heart.
Also, you did like ice stuff earlier.
Oh my god,
Yes.
you're right. I just
You
did it. I
also
didn't even have to
did-
think about it.
Yes, you have
Technically,
magic.
for the first time, Lincoln's kind of right.
Slowly looks over at Luca.
We should probably find a spot away from everybody else.
Who's got the 8-ball?
That is an important question.
Oh,
I
it's in one of
certainly
my
didn't grab it.
pails.
And it is in one of your pails.
We should
Well,
go figure this out, right?
that would be a good idea, yes.
Oh, Lincoln, do you have like a Fortress of Solitude?
Yes,
That's
I
not
do.
your basement.
I have the other one. Come on. And
And-
you will...
Oh, the treehouse. Okay.
Blake,
What?
it's called Fortress of Solitude for a reason.
Sorry. Let's go to the Fortress of Solitude.
Thank you.
You're
And
More like the
you will-
Forest of Solitude. Hey.
Ha.
So Blake will like lead them to basically a tree house that he has built out of the woods. But what he does is it's actually really easy to get there. You could actually see it from the college and everything. But what he does is he takes a very indirect route to get there. And during the entire time, you could all see like we could have just went that way.
Mm. Also, as you are leaving and going out, you see there are reporters from the student newspaper who are asking people who you kind of recognize from the cafe who just have minor wounds. Like they're just asking them questions, but you are being led off towards the Fortress of Solitude and out of that situation. But the main person that seems to be really sort of like quizzing people, you recognize Renata Carl. She is one of the biggest names of the school paper, if you can call it a name. But she's the one that cracked the discount meat scandal from the on-campus lunch. So you know that she's pretty dogged in tracking things down.
It's Renata. Everyone just keep your head down and like he'll do this walking past her.
What
Hi,
are you
Renata.
wanted by the school paper?
No, she just always is asking very intrusive questions.
She's a reporter. That's her job.
She's asking things about the great old one that I'm not supposed to reveal to the public just yet.
Wait, what did she ask?
Asking stuff about the great old one, like who the great old one is. I can't reveal who the great old one is.
You mean Mr. Finster?
No, he is just an acolyte of the great old one. Don't worry about Mr. Finster.
I thought he was
The
just
drama
really old.
teacher?
Yes, there are many things you don't know about the drama department that will blow your mind.
Oof.
I'm gonna need to take notes.
Put it in your pail. Have a pail of notes.
Put it in the pail. Having a bad day? Put it in the pail. Anxious about a test? Put it in the
Put
pail.
it in the pail.
Put it in the pail. So yes, you leave the hospital, wind around like 7 weird blocks for no good reason, and arrive at the Fortress of Solitude.
It's just a tree house that looks like he used it a lot when he was younger. It's like still big enough for them though right now. There are like all of these posters of different like fantasy series lining the wall, and there is a book in the far corner sitting on a little table that says the untold dark knowledge tomes, do not read on your own risk. And there is like one of those like static orbs in the corner that when you touch it, like does that. It says underneath it says truth seeing orb of power. All right, well, everyone make yourself comfortable. Hold on. He like taps like on the pan, like a random panel of the wall, goes boop boop beep boop boop. Okay. Security systems have been reduced. Come on in.
Thanks. I think I'll take the seat of wisdom, and he'll sit in a beanbag chair.
Oh, this thing is awesome! Touches the globe, the glowy globe.
And he takes a seat, which is like this, looks like a large, like basically a computer chair that he removed the wheels off of. So it's like a stationary chair. And he sits down in it and he kicks back his feet like this and puts his leg up like, all right, so let's discuss about what's going on. Like pretty much sitting like some regal king in like a throne room.
I'd like to imagine there's only 3 chairs.
There are only 3 chairs.
So Blake like is trying to figure out where to sit and like half sits on like a table that also like holds like the tome and is like on the edge. Like she could probably just move it. She's like on the edge of it so not to disturb it.
I suppose I'm not going to sound crazy, as we all just witnessed that. So, what we can do, others can do. This is not a new thing. Apparently, there are some other people out there with similar abilities, one of which...
You hear a voice from the Magic 8 Ball.
Oh, right. Go ahead. Give your spiel.
That is technically not true. Only one group is ever chosen at a time.
Oh, my apologies. Since you're the expert, why don't you go ahead?
Well, excellent. You can call me Buff. And
Greetings, Buff.
I will be your guide into the wonderful new world of magic.
Will there be a test?
Simple. No. Well, you already had your first one, and I must say you all did very swimmingly. Yes. Quite excellent. Apart from minor collateral damage, which I would say maybe avoid that in the future. But again, for a first outing, I must say you all took to your roles quite spectacularly. Yes. Okay,
so anyone can do this. Did you pick us for a reason? Because
not anyone can. Only the chosen can.
Okay. Well, what counts as a chosen? Because Luca was very adamant about not being chosen.
With good reason, as I'm sure Buff will explain.
Some people seek out greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them. I have no say over your destinies, although I will admit that perhaps I was a little surprised at seeing Luca. But I am not that surprised, for Luca has a noble heart and a grand spirit.
Oh, please.
That is true.
It's very true.
What? I've been an asshole to all of you. What are you talking about?
But yet you're still around.
Yeah, you've been mean to me?
No. Yeah.
Oh.
I may have snuck in some sugar into your protein powder when you weren't looking.
Oh, no wonder my workouts have been like a little bit down recently. Not cool, man.
Listen. The person before me who had the same, I don't know, juju? What are we calling it? I mean, magic's fine. The person who had this before me was my ex. And he got hurt real bad. And now he is in a coma. Hold on. You said you don't have any influence over who gets this. But when I first drew a card, it was the Emperor. And then it switched to the Wheel of Fortune, and I heard that laugh of that red fuck.
Oh,
so
that's not possible. The cards choose as the cards choose, appropriate for the person that grabs them. There is no mucking around with that process. It is a sacred and almost holy bond. Perhaps you misheard, but you got the card that was selected for you. I guarantee it. You took to it perfectly.
Who decides? Who makes these rules that you go on and on about?
Yeah, to whom do you serve?
You used whom really well there.
That was a very good
Thank
use of
you.
it.
It was
I
a
will even
movie
say
quote.
that was pretty-
Well, as one of you knows, these battles have been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years. Is that not correct, Lincoln?
That is correct. The forces of darkness have been encountering with the world of magic for all these centuries upon centuries. There's the world of magic, which pretty much exists thinly beyond the veil. Barely many people can see it, but it is there and it is all around us all the time. Creatures like that every single day are piercing through the thin barrier that separates our two worlds to try to take over this world and make it their own. Several times there have been warriors of magic have been selected by someone to protect this world, and this time we are those being chosen by it. I'm guessing this person who means a lot to you was the person in the hospital room also.
Yeah.
Right. And it looks like they have done something to them as a message to you or to us, but probably you.
But first off, you're not just an anime fanatic. You like understand all this stuff?
Yeah, it makes total sense.
Okay.
If you read the tomes, it's all
Points to the
spelled
tome
out.
of Infinity Knowledge
One
sitting right there in the
piece!
corner.
The tome!
the crayon book?
He
Well,
grabs the
not-
book. He grabs the book, walks over to Luca, and opens it up. And you see right there everything he just explained about the world of magic is a thinly veil between our two worlds, and that there are warriors chosen to protect this world from them by powers from beyond. And he's flipping through the book, showing it off, closes it, and sets it right back on the table.
Can I? She's about to sit back and he puts it back. They put it back on the table. It's like, okay. So wait. So did you become our friends because you knew we could do this too? Or did it just kind of work out like that, Lincoln?
To be honest, I did see something in all of you. Something that, a spark of something that just drew me to you. I guess I felt kind of safe that I could trust every single one of you.
It's nice.
But now I know it's because of this.
Well, no. I mean, the bonds of friendship exist outside of. It's just helpful that you all knew each other and were in one place.
Nope, this was obviously all of this.
Hey, you said your ex was this before. Do you know what card he had?
Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune.
Huh. That doesn't feel so random anymore.
Yeah.
This
go
has
ahead, Connie.
nothing to do with the the game show, right?
Good
No.
question.
No,
Very good
no,
question.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
We did think that Pat Sajak was a dark wizard for a while, but that proved to be false. So we stopped that line.
Yeah, it's probably Vanna White.
We do not invoke her name loosely,
I
so
I
would
apologize.
really pull that back.
You know,
So
I really
sorry.
didn't realize she just sort of stopped aging, didn't she?
We don't talk about it.
Yeah, let's
We are
not.
just
Dang.
letting it happen.
We definitely
Sorry.
don't talk about Vanna. No,
They
we
say that
don't.
is somebody else's circus, somebody else's super powerful magical monkeys.
Right, but like who do you work for? Like who
You.
Oh. There's no like greater being, it's just you and us?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
How'd you get in there?
Oh, is it a
If
sore
it's-
spot?
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Well, as you could see, in the Victorian era, I was summoned forth, and I drew my card, the Hanged Man, and I fought bravely against Lord Scorn, and was gifted my ability to live forever within the confines of the divine oracle, which
Truly,
is
yeah, so-
now a magic 8-ball, but I can't control popular culture and how they decide to see things. It is as it is.
truly an amazing gift given to a warrior who fell in battles with such honor and greatness.
You know,
I have many tomes about your escapades. It's kind of an honor to meet you face to face. I wish I could have only been there at that time to see you in your full prime.
Oh, it was truly glorious.
You know, I will say that if you're supposed to present as a divine oracle object of the times, a magic 8-ball, that's not really been around since like the 90s. Did you kind of get lost in translation there, or?
I can't help it that all the kids go into their smartphones, and interacting with electronics is incredibly complicated and really scrambles things up. And every time we go into a smartphone, everybody gets distracted. They're like, oh, I want to watch YouTube. What's this tickety talk thing? So I go into the thing that people actually use for the sole purpose of getting answers to silly questions.
Okay, you've got a little vein in your temple that's kind of popping a little bit. Let's take a second. Let's relax.
Yeah. Yeah, electronics are really difficult. That's why Santa only brings you one every year.
That is correct.
True.
Thank you.
That's smart.
Okay. I'm going to just set aside that I know what card I picked and that I know that something else is at work here, but we're going to set that aside. A friend of ours was captured by Red Dude. What was his name?
Oh, yes. Butler Wraith.
Okay. How do we find them and bring our friend back?
That is a great question.
Do you have an answer?
No.
Okay.
I live in a ball.
That's fair.
I can do divination magic. I have been blessed in this form with divination spells that I could use to try to find them, but the last time I tried to locate it just seems like they're definitely in another world. It's not one we can just get to quickly.
Have we why don't we try like a Joanne's or something? There's so much ribbon.
Right. But they could be like on the moon or like Pluto or something. We don't know.
Oh, they're definitely not here. They are elsewhere.
You're
Like different. Okay, you gotta
Different realm, kind of.
Is it a realm
elsewhere.
thing? Is it a multiverse thing?
It's
Is it a wormhole?
it's definitely a realm thing. They went
Okay.
through a teleportation circle. They went through some kind of teleportation portal, and they left this plane. So we have to find a way to get to the other plane. I don't know how to get there.
I have a
No,
question.
Connie, we can't punch it really hard.
Well, okay, that was my other question. My first question was, are we like in immediate danger right now? Should we be doing something right now?
Well, I don't think we're in immediate danger right now. We already thwarted that chef.
Then I propose, since we had our super fun outing together and we defeated these bad guys, our first time out, we need to celebrate with Jello shots.
Yes. Yes. Ah. And put them in pails.
That's one gigantic Jello
That's a
shot.
very big Jello shot.
No. We'll put them in the shots and then put the shots in. We have to keep it sanitary. Come on, guys.
Or we could just have one big
it would be
shot.
kind of fun to see how much I could take of that one giant Jello. You know what? It's fine. That's a future project. I'm good with just the regular ones for it.
Hey, little 8-ball guy. Do you like to drink?
Oh, I don't have a physical form anymore?
Oh, that's a
Can we put it
bummer.
in the magic 8-ball?
No, please do not muck around with the Oracle device.
Okay.
Just leave it alone.
Sorry, I almost put chai tea in you earlier.
Oh, yes. I did hear that. Just you have a bit of a destructive streak, which I'm not loving.
Me?
But
Well, I have a friend, and I pull out the little, the little candy heart. I make friends. Just because I'm clumsy when I do it doesn't mean it's a destructive streak.
Wait. Maybe that. I can't believe I'm about to say this out loud. Maybe that candy heart knows how to get to the other realm where Red Ribbon Guy is holding Grant. Holy shit, I need a Jello shot after that.
I did it. Friendship. Ugh, let's go. Yeah, Jello shots. We need to do that. Do you want a Jello shot?
Nice there.
You want a Jello shot? I don't want a friend. Maybe you Jello shot.
Just put him on top of one.
Just put it just put it like in a pencil, like at the end where the eraser is, just like make it itty bitty one and let it.
Maybe you could put it at the end of your pen.
Yeah. Have it hanging off the pen end.
Am I gonna have like a wand with like that's really dark actually. Let me just put my friend
Your friend
on my
off the
wand. Look at my cute little phone charm. This is my friend.
That's basically like taking the head of the fallen enemy and putting it on your weapon.
Watch out! Yeah. I might put you on my razor.
I do enjoy making friends.
Do you want to see my collection of friends?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
And do you want a Jello shot?
It's a piece of candy.
Hello?
Blake, it's a piece of candy.
Hello?
It's a
Yeah, I have a question.
Please respond.
I have another question. First of all, Lincoln, are there still Jello shots in the fridge?
Don't think so. We'll have to make a trip for that. I don't keep libations properly stocked in here.
Shame. Okay, second question. What do we know about the bad guys? I mean, like, we know that there's the one big bad guy who's like a butler, and then there's the other one that's like a maid, and then the maid can make little candies into big candies that fight us. What else do you know, little guy?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Again, my name is Buff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just call everybody little guy because I'm bigger than most people.
Okay, that has to get confusing. So, Butler Wraith reports to Lord Scorn.
Oh. I thought you defeated Lord Scorn.
We did.
Did you like actually beat him, or did he just hibernate for a little bit and now he's back?
We thought it was the first and turns out it was the second.
Mm.
Sometimes when you do kill an evil being such as Lord Scorn, you have to go through you have to go through certain rites to make sure he's dead. Or sometimes one of their minions can, keep an arm or a leg and do something with that to bring them back to life.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, when perchance in the time that you did this, was it near February 14th when you defeated them last time?
No.
Okay, because they kind of got a trend going on because they're very Valentine's Day oriented. I mean, red ribbon and taking someone who's taking a Palin date. I wonder if they're mad about the event itself or mad that they kind of bastardized Valentine's Day by making it Palentine's Day. I can't tell if they're for or against it. You know. So is that a thing? Does Scorn hate love the holidays?
It's a working theory, and I'm very proud of you for coming up with it.
Yeah.
That sounds like you're being supportive, but I'm wrong.
Yeah, that
I don't
definitely
know if
sounds.
you're wrong.
Okay.
Well, what did he want last time?
Well, in my time, Lord Scorn attempted to take over the monarchy.
Oh.
This is not the same thing.
What's that?
It means they're probably going to take over positions of power this time around.
Oh. Well, yeah, wasn't what's his face? Grant, wasn't he like the head of a bunch of clubs?
Well, yeah, but it's a college. Like that is not the same as a queen.
I
Well,
mean, the youths
maybe.
are the ones that will take over the world, right?
But you have to understand this. You're not looking at it from you're not looking at it from their perspective. Remember, to us, he is just Grant. But you have to peel away the film. Remember, Grant is considered the ruler of this college. If they were taking over the monarch, they would want to take over the ruling class of this college, which one of them would be Grant. So probably they're going to attack other popular people here or influential people here at the school. That is what I would do.
So Renita Carl is next or on the list, I would assume.
She probably is.
Damn.
Something else to keep in mind. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that Brandon revealed his magicalness to, and yet this Butler Wraith knew enough to leave a little calling card for me. I think it's safe to assume that if they're targeting people in positions of power, they also might know who we are.
I would not hold that against them.
That's fair, but I feel like, I mean, if we're talking about this, I don't really want people to know that I'm like, a super powerful being and stuff. I mean, they already know that I'm a super powerful being, but like, I want to protect the people that I like. So I think if we can like keep our identities on the DL, right?
Well, here's a good bit of fortune about how people and magic tend to work. Most people don't believe it's real and will promptly come up with other explanations for what happened. I bet by the end of today, there'll have been some sort of bizarre explosion that happened at the coffee shop and not actually what happened. And as long as you don't directly reveal yourselves to anybody, most people will simply forget that you existed in your powered form.
Heard. Okay.
And I mean, at least in our normal this form, we're safe. I mean, we're all on a good level in our own standing, minus Luca, who likes to be by himself. But we're fine in the position we are, but we're not like, I mean, Connie's not the head. of everything in the athletics department. I
No.
know people, but I don't
Well,
head anything.
not to shatter your bubble, Blake, but we aren't safe. As soon as we pretty much took up those cards and decided to fight, we now have targets on our backs. There is no except putting us in the exception just because we're in civilian clothes. But it does not mean that they probably won't take advantage of it either. Because if they did, then, well, it probably will lead to something even worse for them.
Right.
Okay, so
I mean, I'd rather be in danger than like having somebody else in danger, right?
yeah, but I mean, also, if we're the ones saving people, if we're in trouble, then and we can't fix it, then I mean, maybe we'll find the next set of heroes, but that's only going to go so far.
Right.
So we have to try, I guess.
The only time they'll find the next set of heroes is if we perish.
Or apparently are incapacitated enough to not do the job, and he'll glare right at Buff.
Now, if you complete the mission, you're set free.
I like that word choice. It implies
Yeah,
that
I
we
was
are
gonna
not
say.
currently free.
Well, I mean, I just want to say,
To take upon the mantle is to some a burden that they wish to be free from towards the end.
I mean, Lincoln doesn't want to be.
Lincoln
see.
stands up, walks over to one of the windows, looking out of the treehouse. This was something I've always prepared myself for ever since I've had coherent thought. When I came into this world, I knew I was blessed with powers far beyond the mortal man. This is just something that is my fate. It is my destiny to take up this mantle. That's why I'm taking it with such stride and levity. I can understand if it's not for everyone, but I, for one, want to help out and complete this mission. But whatever we do afterwards, I suppose that's up to us. Me, I'm going to stick this through.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I've always wanted to be stronger, and this is a good way to do it. And, you know, if great power gives you great responsibility, I'm a responsible that whole thing.
Now that's a can-do attitude.
Thank you, Buff.
Luca, you okay?
We do this, and we're done, right?
Yeah, we'll be done.
Brandon's laughing at me in his fucking coma dream right now, but yeah, I guess I'm in. It's not like I have much of a choice since we're chosen. What about you, Blake?
I'm here for the ride. I'm good.
Hell yeah.
Well, where do we start?
Jello shots. Jello shots.
Jello
Jello
shots,
shots.
Jello
Jello
shots.
shots.
Yeah. Let's spend the afternoon making Jello shots.
All right, I think we're wrapping up the end of the first adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this so much.
I love it.
I'm so happy.
All right. So I believe this system has end of session stuff, correct?
It sure the heck does.
Hell yeah.
So at the end of every session, we get to ask questions, which are in my book.
Mm-hmm. I also popped them up on the Roll20.
Yes.
And when we do this, do we get? Are there points that we get for this?
Yes.
Oh.
So, when at the end of a session, if any relationships are broken, you can discuss if you want to repair them or not. No relationships broke this time around. Anything else between people can be played out if you wish. Otherwise, we'll go into the straight questions, which is, did we learn something new and important about the larger threat of the world?
Yes.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Couldn't tell you. Wasn't asleep or I wasn't awake. Gee, why fuck that up?
I can tell you, I wasn't asleep.
I wasn't
I wasn't
asleep.
awake. I was in limbo.
Did we save someone from the machinations of the evil
I don't. We
forces
we
at
didn't
play?
though. Well, I don't
No,
think
we
saved him.
did. There were so many
No,
people
Grant.
in that.
No, but Grant was kidnapped. Was already kidnapped. We didn't save him.
But we saved all the people in the cafe and the people
Yes.
outside.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and they only
Come
were
on.
wounded by a shrapnel bomb from a
Look,
candy
we're
bar.
learning. We're learning.
That's all.
Two shrapnel bombs. All right, question 3. Do we learn something new and important about one of the magical heroes?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Luca's ex was one of the magical warriors. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Lincoln was right all along.
Lincoln
Two.
knows enough and more that's not important to what we're talking
Mhm.
about.
I love that so much. I think that's such a fun.
To be fair, it was like Greg said, but you're right, Lincoln? And I was like, okay, here we go.
Yes, and I am. Yes.
I'm right.
So good.
Did we learn something new and important about the source of the hero's powers?
Not yet.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
learned all of it. Wally,
Only
I
thing
think
we
we
just
learned
learned the lore. We didn't learn the source of the powers.
it's the
we
8
learned-
ball.
we learned that the reason that Buff is in there because they're the Hanged Man and they beat mean
Lord
guy.
Scorn.
Mean
Guess so.
guy.
I
Mean
guess
guy.
so. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so that's an important power point.
Stop trying to take
If-
points away from us, Wally.
I want my points.
If we ever do like a recap video, I need Serenity to do it without any notes.
Please. It's going to be so bad. I'll do it, but no one's gonna know what happened. Me neither.
Last question. Do we develop new friendships or deepen existing ones?
Yes.
I met an officer. That's okay, I guess.
We all became closer.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Solid first adventure. So, since we answered yes to 3 or more questions, everybody gets 2 experience points.
Hey.
Ooh, let's go.
What do I do with that?
So, experience points can be spent in a wide variety of ways. And depending on sort of what you're looking at and what you want, you can choose how you want to spend them. I get lost in my own book because I have different pages. So you can increase your stats. So there's a chart, but I'll read it out real quick. To go from a -2 to a -1 is 3 hero points. To go from a -1 to a 0 is 2. To go from a 0 to 1 is 1. To go from a 1 to 2 is 2. And to go from a 2 to 3 is 3.
I think I'm gonna take it to get a new move. Is what I'm gonna do.
Yes. Also, you can gain new moves. So you can do 1 achievement can be spent to get a new move from any of your chosen aspects. So you can get a new move from either your everyday identity, your magical archetype, or mystic connection. You can also spend 1 point to add a tag to an existing weapon if you have one. You can spend 2 achievements to get a move from any other magical archetype or any other everyday identity. You cannot get moves from your other mystical connections. You are bonded to the one that you chose, and you can only gain access from that. So, for example, if you wished to be able to access your magic without being transformed, you would go to the true believer and choose I can do magic, which allows you to access your magic outside of being transformed. Those are examples of how you can kind of crossplay out of your everyday identity into other aspects of yourself if you wish.
Interesting.
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 Interesting. I
Sorry.
like what I wrote.
Intriguing.
Intriguing. Intriguery.
Words.
So you all have two. Also, as part of if in the standard character sheet, one of the things that I encourage people to do, which is on the back of their character sheet, if you're playing this in real life, there are heroic achievements. And so when you decide to spend a point, or you get to mark a heart and then write a brief sentence about the adventure that led you to getting that experience point, and then how that informed your choice. So it's just a fun way that I included in the system so that you can kind of keep a running log of your character and sort of the things you did and what you got experience for. It's just a fun little side thing that you can choose to do in your own. Also, it's a great way to make everybody keep notes so they kind of remember what had been going on.
Good call.
I included that in there.
Nice.
So you do not need to make a decision now. You can definitely look because there are a lot of moves.
Yeah, there are.
Yes.
Like I think I may take 2 moves from my. I may just take 2 moves is what I may do.
Heck yeah.
All right.
You decide over the week.
You have the week to decide. Just let me know. You don't really have to let me know. Add it to your character sheet and just tell me that you're using it because I'll trust you. It's good.
Wow, bold. Well, thank you, Greg, for running this wonderful game for us.
So
I very
much.
Thank you so much for the
enjoying it.
game.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and tell people where they can find you and your stuff, Gregory?
So you can find all of my stuff at leatherman.games. You can get physical copies of Glitter Hearts through Japanime Games. They own the physical rights. You can buy PDFs either on itch.io or DriveThruRPG. I also just released my second game into the world, which is the Mystery Business. Physical copies are being sent to me so I can proof them, but the PDF is out and available. So if you like Scooby-Doo, that's a game for you. It also has no combat in it. So there's no fighting. There's just running. You can also, probably the easiest way to find me social wise is Instagram, which is Lysander03. I don't like pushing people towards Twitter because it's garbagey. You can find me there. I'm tagged in it, but if you want to get in touch with me, go ahead and go to Instagram. It's the easiest, and it's the one I tend to respond to.
Thank you very much. We'll go around and have all our players say who they are and where you can find them, starting with Kujo.
Hello, everyone. I am Kujo. You can find me at Kujo Plays Games and at Crit Hit Chronicles. You can find me on all major social media platforms if you wish to get a hold of me. Similarly, I'll say I will also suggest Instagram or TikTok. Those are the two main
I do
ones.
have TikTok too.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and find me there.
All right. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yay! Hi, I'm Serenity. Chief Annie, you can find me as Click Clack Snack all over the internet. I'm on things a lot. I like my Instagram. If you message me on there, though, I may not respond. I'm on TikTok a lot, but that doesn't really count for messages. So you can find me on Twitter. I don't know. Look me up. I don't know. Do what you want to do. I don't care.
The best social media pitch ever. Do what you want. I don't care.
I don't care. It's fun. If you want to join in, cool.
I don't own your life.
I don't.
Yeah, you can stuff y'all as me, Walle. You can find me on the social medias at WALLE132, just like the cute little Disney robot. It's very easy to find me.
And I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on most things, including the Instagrams. You're currently watching this either on the Hack Recklessly Twitch or the Hack Recklessly YouTube. If you're watching it on YouTube, leave us a comment or a like, or that. I'd like to hear that sort of stuff. So please give a little something. The next time this channel is going to be live is going to be tomorrow, where we are going to be playing a new horror game. It is a multiplayer game. You'll find out more about it tomorrow. But we'll be back on Sunday doing some probably Dead by Daylight because I'm really into that right now. And then we'll be back here next week, Thursday, for more of this lovely game. I'm very excited to keep it going, and I'm very excited to play with these lovely people. And I guess, unless anybody has anything else, I'm LB Hack 'em up. Hack recklessly, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Mind Flayer, goodbye.